Hello. Thank you for joining me today on this Saturday afternoon. I have been away for a while with other things that were happening, partially to me. Some of them very good, and some of them just another one of the baby steps that I'm going through. But here I am, and one thing that I did get done in the last time that between my last video and now was get cleaned up and get things straightened out in here and have my plan set for what steps what rabbit hole I'm going to run down the next time. So the last time we were together, I was fighting one of these French knots and said I would come back to it, and then I decided, no, that's pure craziness, Carol. We're going to cheat. So I cut that piece of thread right off under the knot, and I rethreaded the bit that was left, pushed it through to the back, and ran it through. Done. So today, I thought I might play with some greens. The last time we were together, I picked out some green for the leaves. And let me get this up and out of the way. And here we are. And, oh, I did take some time to cut out the last bit of that fabric that I used here. Cut out here and there some leaves, a couple of pink flowers, but mostly leaves. I don't know what I'm going to need these for or will use them for again, but they're ready to go. I'm going to put them down in a safe place down there. And I got these two things out that I had years ago and really at that point had no need for them, but I might just give them a go and see if it makes a difference to my hands. I don't have much problem, but this thumb is a little funny there, and I decided, well, I'm just going to have to work that out. Now let's see. This is ugly, actually. What's going on here, Carol? Now this must be for the thumb. And maybe two here and one there? What do I know? Yeah, I guess so. We'll see what happens. If you looked at this carefully, Carol, you could have realized. Two fingers go in one hole. And there we go. Well, I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure they have new and better things, because these must be 30 years old. So, let's get out the stuff that we need to do this. Okay. And I decided I was going to use this variegated green on those green leaves. So let's give it a try. This green, it's here. I outlined these leaves, but the newer leaves that I added that are basted down in red thread, red sewing thread, I need to also baste those down. There weren't many of them. There's a couple here, one there, one here, and so forth. But I just thought I would, I'd visit, and you can stitch with me or not. Let me put these on. hello world. So, okay. This is hand-dyed variegated green. I thought I ought to give them a use. Let's take one of these out and see what we get. Do we get some changes in color? Well, the only way we're going to find out is by trying. And I think two strands. There's one, and here's another. And I'll put this over here on this side. And now they're nice and straight and ready to go. I do hope that you have been enjoying yourself, that you are well, and that you have found some time to do some arting. Okay. I'm going to begin right up here. Oh, that's an add-on. It's got red thread in it. That's okay. We can do that. Now let's see what we're going to try for here. I see a little bit of green in here. So let's just I found a person. I don't know how I tumbled onto it. The way one does sometimes with YouTube. I found a woman. I believe she's in Canada, and I believe her first name is Anna. And she combines all of the things that I love best. She combines watercolor or gouache and a little bit of collage and some doodling, and the most important thing is she designs and stitches on that same paper, and the combination of media is just, it just haunted me. I cannot wait to give it a try. And here I'm just doing a back stitch, and not going to the end of this stitch, I'm going to the middle. That's why I'm pulling the threads aside a little bit. And we're going to have a little ugly right here, so I'm going to work on fixing that little bit of ugly. Okay. Now, where this and this come together, now this is just right here. That's okay. Right in there, some of the threads from the fabric, because they are they're woven, they can come apart. So what I'm going to do is overstitch them, try to blend them in as best I can. You go over here for the time being. Let's get this tied down. Well, 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 these things on my hands feel like boxing gloves. I wonder how long they're going to last. Maybe the answer that there, excuse me, is don't fix what isn't broken. I mean, it's bad enough that I have a neuropathy in the tips of my fingers due to the chemo. But now this is just, yeah. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. All right, we've got this down. Now I'm going to work on this dark spot right in here. I'm not going to be as particular as I was over here with this because it is a flower, and my focus will be a little bit different here. I just want to get the suggestion. I just want to get the suggestion of greens in here. Ah, I believe that's turning color on us. Isn't that nice? Variegated. Variegated is fun. Now, let's see if we can get that to lie. Okay, let's come back down here. Oh, this one's light green. Let's go closer. There we go. Now, for those of you who might be interested in seeing this a little closer, I will I'll bring you out. Move this over. Up, there you go. Yes. Okay. Coming down here to where the little leaf stem bends a little bit. You want to go there, you can go there. That's all right. Oh, that's an interesting bit there, isn't it? down here and around the bend. Let's see if we can get this up here. Okay, here we are. Let me look at this. I think we're going to go way up here. And you notice I'm using my fingers to run these strands of cotton to lie next to each other. Down there, fill in here, okay. Now let's see, I have to turn a little bit more here. I think I'll get one more out of this bit of thread. That's going to be fun to do. And here we are back here, right there. And we're going to just go back in here and run it under the background, the first layer. Where are we? There we are. I usually put my fingernail under the needle, give it a push, grab on, and give it a tug, and out it goes. Now, there we are, we're set. I think this time I'm going to, that broke off, so we're just going to make believe that it did not break off. So I'm going to do this bit right there. And I'm having fun thinking about what the next layer is going to be. Don't know. But that's kind of far into the future because it will be a while that I will be working here, and I'll work on things and I'll share with you and stitch with you, etc. until we get to the starting about layer 3. Now, layer 3 is not going to be monumental because this is already filled with eye candy in needlepoint stitching and fabric collaging and needle painting and so forth. So, see if that's going to do what I wanted to do. Nope. Okay. We'll just do it this way. If any of you might be interested in having those bits that I cut, the leaves and so forth, and that couple of flowers that I showed you, if you would like it, if you would like to try using them, at the bottom of my video, you'll find my information, my Facebook and my YouTube and my email. And if you will send me your name and your address, first come, first served. I'll pop those bits into an envelope and send them to you. I will. The only rule and reg on this would be that you're in the continental United States. Because that makes it easier on myself or my husband, going to the post. But I certainly am more than willing to share. There we go. This is so tiny that it's really just wanting to fall apart. But I'm not going to let it. There we go. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I don't have too much to share. Other than to say that last Thursday, my husband and I drove from Jacksonville down to St. Augustine, that has a very nice outlet mall, because with my feet having the numbness problems, I needed some new and different shoes. My, the BC shoes aren't going to make it. So I found, I went into 5 of the many shoe stores, and that I, know of the quantity and quality that I know about, and I got my needs fulfilled on the shoe story. It's not always easy because I have very narrow feet, but I also, at this point in my life, have to be able to, or at least I think I do, or do now, have to put a sock on as padding. And so we did that, and then we finished, and we went into St. Augustine and to have lunch at a place that we had discovered, and I'm not happy with that. I'm going to make that go away by coming back here. I'm going to do a back step. I don't like that stitch. So I'm going to go there and come back, and we had lunch, and my husband was tickled because he said, for the first time we were eating out, I look like a bird after a worm. I sank my face onto my lunch because I was able to taste it more than I have been able to, and it was happy memories, because this girl likes her food, and that, and then back to Jacksonville, and my husband had a few errands to do, so that required me sitting in the car, and by that stage of the game I was kind of seriously tired. But I did it. It was a long day, but everything about it was so wonderful. Now, you see what I accomplished here? I covered most of that up. The stitches show, and no raveling is going to happen here. I'm wondering if one right there might be necessary to just save the day. And then, of course, I found out over the next 2 days what, nothing's free in this world. So I've been kind of pooped and good for not much. So what I did was I started, when I first got sick, I treated myself to BritBox, and helped keep me sane, and, well, more or less. And I started binging on Downton Abbey. And, I had seen it all when it was first on, and I remembered it was wonderful. But boy, oh boy, does it keep me from self-griping because of getting tired. Probably that outing the first day was longer than it should be because we left at about 9:30 and got home at about 4, which probably wasn't my smartest move to date, but here I am, stitching away. And I've increased my exercises. I have to strengthen up my arms for sitting here and stitching like this. It gets to my shoulders, and they haven't been used like this. So, and I will do this if I'm in mortal agony. I will be with you. I will do this. But I'm not. But I have to do more exercises, and now, sorry, I let myself turn into a sob sister. I apologize, but basically it's good news. If it doesn't kill me, what doesn't kill you? What's that old adage? If it doesn't kill you, you're all right. Now, I'm sniffing around here. I'm seeing a little looseness that I'm not happy with. That's coming right out of there. Okay. Well, I'm not going to continue with this because you have the idea of what's going to be accomplished in that area. I am going to stop now and thank you for joining me while I did a little work, and I'm going to start to tomorrow. My goal is to get together some of the things that I will need to try that stitching on paper. I haven't figured out yet what the thing is going to be that is going to poke the holes for me to make the stitches in. That's my thought of the day. If you have enjoyed this quick little trip and visit today, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do answer them. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Bye now.